I'm Andrew Anderson, and this is my extra credit A-Push assignment. Today, we're going to talk about, after 150 years later, after Fort Sumner, why we're still fighting the Civil War. This article was written to know how the Civil War is still affecting us without even knowing it. Leaders were saying similar things during those fateful days, but 150 years later, many Americans still struggle to figure out what was the cause of the Civil War. So the thesis says, indeed, Southern leaders were saying similar things during those fateful days, but 150 years later, Americans have lost clarity of what the cause of the Civil War was. It was only the most traumatic and transformational event in U.S. history, with over 650,000 deaths, more than both world wars combined. Oh, so like how the Civil War was caused by slavery, and there isn't any slavery today? Okay, kind of me from the past, but... Actually, as stated in the essay, even though some soldiers in the Confederacy did fight to keep slavery, many soldiers fought to preserve their home state beliefs. Most Southerners actually fought and died, not even owning a single slave. It is a weird concept to think that some people fought in the war and received nothing from it. Although the North and South were fighting a war about slavery, the essay explains that the main goal of the Union was not to emancipate slaves, but indeed to preserve the Union. The only issue was that both sides were so far away from each other, no compromise could be created. All thought that the war was more about their right to own, buy, and sell slaves than the actual process of buying and selling slaves. Though outnumbered and undersupplied, the South put up a good fight in the war for having great tacticians like Robert E. Lee and Thomas Stonewall Jackson. During the 50th anniversary of Gettysburg, the essay highlights how it was hard to remember what the Union and the Confederacy fought about and who indeed won the battle. Although the statement is most likely false, because we all know who won the Civil War, and we know why we fought the Civil War, it just at the time, the 50th anniversary was more cheerful to have this remembrance over the war. Now the question is still remaining. Have we lost the main cause of how the Civil War happened? It's time for the mystery document. Who said there were any number of aspects to that conflict between the states? Obviously it involved slavery, but it also involved other issues. But I focus on the ones that I thought were most significant for Virginia. It was actually Virginia Governor Bob McDonald. Because I got the mystery document wrong, I have to wear a sign now. In any respect, the Civil War does affect our everyday lives. Although it was a rough patch to get here, we now have desegregated schools, and the color barrier was broken in sports from Jackie Robinson. Equal rights for everyone.